I'm against, you know, uh, I don't know if I can say that word, bodying people. But also, it depends on what you do. I think people who do things to kids and stuff like that, I'm okay with it. So I think some things can be situational. I think some things should be, on a case by case basis. And so, like, you know, for me, I really do think like the person I love the most in this world, my mom, my daughter, I think all bets are off, and I'm canceling all my other, what I would generally do. I'm canceling everything for those situations specifically. So I don't know. I understand what you're saying. I don't disagree with it, but I'm just saying, like, for me, if I'm being honest with myself, I do take things case by case. I really
Yeah,
do.
yeah. And again, I opened this can for a reason, right? Because and listen to what I'm saying when I speak on this, because everybody gonna take that situation as the norm, right? I'm not saying that man didn't deserve to get his ass beat. I'm not saying that. What I am is I'm comparing the two, the ethics between the two, right? So what we saying is that what people were saying is that something that can be recovered, something that could be washed over and forgiven on both sides, right? But it's a moral standard. It's okay to kill a man for doing that. It's justified, right? That's what they said, that it's a justified homicide, right? But sleeping with another person when you with somebody is never justified. Ironic, don't you think? Somebody's morals is messed up, is what I'm saying.
I agree with you.
So th- there was a time when the world was not civilized. Beheadings was normal. When guns were invented, the first thing we did was created duels. If we had beef with somebody, we didn't go to court. We just went out into the courtyard and took 10 paces, and whoever got shot first lost that argument. We burned people at the stake in front of the crowd. Kids watched. Everybody gathered around the town square to watch that witch get burned at the stake. That was normal life. Now, we was to do that same thing today, people will be throwing up. uh, what's the difference? Did humans change? Did we physiologically change? Or is it what's normal 300 years ago is just not normal now because we've normalized society? I got a homework assignment for everybody watching the show. It's a movie called K-Pax with Kevin Spacey. Came out a long time ago, maybe 2000, 1999, something like that, 2000. So maybe it's Kevin. The name of the movie is K-Pax, and there was a scene in the movie because Kevin Spacey played an alien from the planet K-Pax that came here to Earth as just an observation, and it was you guys. It's a very good movie. You guys will really like it. And in that movie, there was a scene where he was talking to the doctor because he was in the psychiatric hold because us humans didn't know what the hell he was. And he said, "Would you be amazed to know that on K-Pax there's no government, no law?" And the doctor asked him, he said, "No law?" He said, "No law, no lawyers." Then he said, "Well, wait a minute." The human doctor asked him, he said, "Well, how do you know the difference between right and wrong?" And Kevin Spacey responded in the famous line, "Every living creature in the universe knows the difference between right and wrong." So from birth, when we talk about morality, is that something that we're taught? Is that something that we already know? When you look at your children, do they know good from bad, or do we teach them that? Here's a question: do you guys smash bugs in your house? Like if there was a cricket or a spider or a roach, ants, did you pour salt on snails as children? Did you do you kill bugs in your house? And did you show? And when you smashed that bug and your kid was watching, did you show them how to smash it? Or did you go grab a glass and scoop them up and then take them outside and show your kid, look, this is what we do to bugs, as opposed to smashing them and then training your child that killing is okay as long as they're just bugs? Because at one point, there was a certain sect of humans that said killing those darkies is okay because they're only 3/5 of a human. They're just bugs. It's all trained. And I think the answer is you have to make morality look cool. You have to make doing the right thing look cool. And if you can do that with your children, even if it wasn't taught to you, then I think we'd have the ability to turn all of these bad traits that we see, despite watching it on movies time and time again, despite hearing it in music. If you can show people that doing the right thing is cool, maybe you don't smash the spider in the house. Instead, you collect it, take it outside, and let your children see that you didn't have to kill that thing. It wasn't necessary to kill it. What for? And then they realize, okay, well, damn, you know what? I don't have to necessarily. When you help somebody that needs help, when you show people, when you're driving and somebody outside is asking for some money and you slide them $1 and you can't see that you slid them $1, and they say, why'd you do that? And you say, well, why not? The answer is, why not? I got it. I got $1 in the ashtray. I got money. What difference does it make? Well, they may use it for drugs. That's none of my business. It's none of my business that they're going to use it for drugs. The fact is, I got it and they need it. Now, what they do it for, that's between them and God. But I did the right thing. If you make morality look cool, then we won't have to worry about people having a broken moral compass, because we'll have calibrated all of our people in our circle, in our family, in our community, our children especially, to be on the right track instead of the wrong one.
I agree with a lot of what Shannon just said, but I want to just add a nuance to it, because I feel like with this conversation we're having in general, when it comes to ethics and morals, it's very subjective, right? It's always going to be subjective. Like, for example, Shannon is saying like, okay, well, we could make it cool to not kill the bugs. One could argue, right, that we adapted to kill bugs to protect our families from the diseases that they spread. So one could argue that morally, it's a good thing to kill roaches, bugs, all of these things, because it protects our family. But then one could also morally argue, well, you're taking a life, right? So why are you killing this innocent thing that's smaller than you? You're taking a life. What threat is it to you? But then another person could make the argument that it does have an actual potential threat. So I just feel as though, like, when it comes down to morality, really, it's hard to judge. Like, is there a universal moral compass? Does every living thing know right and wrong? I mean, he just asks, like, do kids pour salt on slugs? Yes, they do. And they don't bat an eyelash. They don't feel sad about it. They don't feel remorse. They don't even consider in their brain that they're killing something. You know what I mean? So morality, a lot of it's natural, a lot of it's trained, but I feel like there's no real way to determine it. It's always going to be subjective.
Well, I guess I was one of them kids that Shannon was talking about, because I remember going outside at night with a wiffle ball bat and batting up and hitting these lightning bugs. But I guess I'm just country as hell. I'll tell you another story. I don't know if y'all did this where y'all from, but I used to thread a needle, and we used to call flying the beetles. We used to stick a sharp needle through the back end of the beetles and let them fly. Yeah, I'm country. I'm sorry, guys. It's just me. But as far as morals, I totally agree with you, Shannon. I have nothing more to add, brother. I totally agree with you and what Cloud said.
Say that needle thing again. Wait, what?
It's called flying the beetle. So we would thread a needle, and we stick a needle on the back of the beetle with the string on the other end and tie it up tight, so you could. And then we just throw them up in the air, and they start flying off, and we control them with string. That's country shit. Y'all, hey, don't laugh at me. I'm just country to the motherfucker.
If you don't tell us, we can't laugh.
I was with you on the lightning bug joint, because I used to collect a lot of them. I never heard about the beetle joint. I might try that.
We used to take the little lightning bugs to make them look. I know that sounds broke. We make a little glowing earring. I guess we did kill it first.
Yeah, I used to battle with a wiffle ball bat and just smack them at night. So